guys, to episode 5 of my F1 2016 Jolyons Justice Career Mode, guys, where today we are here for the Belgian, Italian and Singapore Grand Prix, guys. And you can just see, having a look at the standings, we are locked in battle with the pair of Red Bulls fighting over P3 overall. You know, the Mercedes, they're incredibly close, to be fair to them, but they are streaking away from the rest of the field at the moment, guys. But you know, if you are new around here, do not forget to like, subscribe for more of my F1 2016 Jolyons Justice Career Mode, guys. You know, we're coming towards the end of the series, to be honest. You know, it's quite a short series on the whole, but I think, you know, it's been full of enjoyment and struggles and all that good stuff. You know, everything you want to see from an F1 series, guys. But let's move on then into the Belgian Grand Prix. One of my favourite circuits on the calendar. So it'll be interesting to see how we can fare driving this Renault.
It's qualifying time at
and it's dry, which is always a nice start. But we're only doing a 5-lap race, so I don't need to worry about that. Do I actually have a Spa setup? No, I don't. Oh god, this is bad. I've got an Italy one, which is all right. Italy somewhat like Spa, I guess. It's probably, I know I run, like, actually 5.4 wings around here is probably alright, to be honest. Right, we'll roll with Italy. No, oh, that's lost me a handful of positions. If you can, then that'll be very ideal, because, you know, around this track, the supers on 50% races barely pull, like, 5 laps. It's actually quite ridiculous. So, you know, if we can do that. This is an abysmal qualifying so far. We're down in P17. We were running, like, right at the front earlier on. Just that one little mistake. Right, let's just have to dive into the final game and just see what happens. Break it nice and tidy. Come on, a couple of positions up towards the line, please. I think my worst qualifying position is 15th so far, and that's where I'm starting today. Lovely. The team is still happy with that, because, you know, they're used to Magnussen and Hulkenberg being bad. It's dry, at least. So, we won't have that hurdle to climb, but I don't know if we're being put on a fresh set of supers. I can only hope we are. Yes, we are. That's alright then. 4 lights, 5 lights for the Belgian Grand Prix. And it is lights out, and away we go. And Sainz has not bothered going there, neither has Grosjean by the look of it. Fortunately, that's pushed me towards the outside there. Down into turn 1, just try and not run into the back of Alonso. Going to try and sweep right around his outside. They've been pushed out all over the curbs. There's been even more contact. There, we're still stuck to a McLaren or a Force India there. We've come out of that alive in the end. And Alonso has just tried to squeeze me out over the curbs, and would you look at that? Final attempt, 5 lights. And off to a pretty decent start that time. Hopefully I can try and get to the inside. Jensen is not going for divey dive. Oh, I'm going for even more of a divey dive one than I ever intended. Oh well. There we are. I'm up to P7. I'm now right behind one of my rivals, Max Verstappen. Ricciardo and Hamilton are going side by side as well. That's looking mighty tighty between the pair of them. But hopefully we can slipstream away. There's contact between Bottas and Verstappen there. I'm able to sneak by those two. Up to P5 we go from P15 on the grid. Kvyat's out. I'm going to try and look down the inside of absolutely everybody at the end of the straight. Make a little bit of contact with Ricciardo there. Oh, ran massively wide. And Ricciardo is just about able to go right around the outside there. And I desperately need to keep up with him here. Because if I can get a good run... Oh, he's very slow. Yeah, as I was saying, if I can keep up with him, you know, maybe make the position up, this could look very good for me. You know, last episode was a complete write-off on the whole. We had a good race out of Germany in the end, but you know, I sort of want to start on a good one today. That's sort of the aim. I've closed in massively on Daniel Ricciardo through the final couple of corners there, so I'm not going to worry about giving Hamilton the place, because I can pile on the pressure myself. And down the inside into La Source. Just sort of parking on the inside of him there. And up to P3 we go in the Grand Prix. So we're on the podium already. Now it's sort of about trying to hold on. Or perhaps we can catch Sebastian Vettel. We'll have to wait and see. As we were massively wide through a rouge again. Just don't really want to sort of, you know, drag the car in when I don't need to. Well, I wanted, but Unless Bottas is able to go some miracles down towards the final few corners. It's been ideal to have Bottas there, you know, he's been good to sort of defend everyone else for me. But in towards the final chicane from P15 on the grid though, we're still able to take him a podium in the Belgian Grand Prix there. So still, you know, we can be happy with that result, to say the least.
Excellent drive. The team have worked especially hard this weekend, and this is a fantastic reward.
I think, yeah, everyone at the team should be very, very happy with that. But Nico Rosberg wins the race. Sebastian Vettel P2 and the lad, Jolyons Palmer, rounding out the podium there. Very, very well done to him. You know, just pushed as hard as we possibly could all race long. You know, if it had gone right, second might have been on the cards. But unfortunately, you know, you can't talk about what could have happened when what's happened was we were still able to get podium.
Nico Rosberg takes over the lead of the drivers.
But very, very happy with that. Bottas made a few small gains as well during that race.
To the driver of the
So did Sergio Perez and Max Verstappen, 10th place.
It's got to be
That'll give
Palmer
Jolyons Palmer driver of the day.
today. Really impressive stuff.
After all that excitement, it's time for a light.
So we still hold on to P4 overall. We're now just 13 points behind Daniel Ricciardo in P2. So, you know, if we get a good Italian Grand Prix, we can be right on top of them there. And having a look at the constructors, we are still at P4 overall. We're too far behind Ferrari. You know, they've just got two drivers that can score points versus me. And then I think P4 in the constructors is basically going to be mine. You know, sort of in no man's land. As you know, we're getting closer to the end of the season. You know, it's starting to all solidify a bit more. But let's move on then into the Italian Grand Prix. Oh, that's disgusting. I'm not even going to deny that. Like, F1 Maestro not approved, to say the least, through that corner. But down towards Ascari. Through the final corner. No, that was Parabolica, not Ascari. I'm actually a spoon on this lap, but down towards the line. Fortunately, it's going to be P12. No, P11 in the end. We did snipe position. So we're just outside the points. Once again, we'll have fresh tyres for the start. So this could be a bit of a blessing in disguise.
Down from the excitement of qualifying. Here's a look.
But we tied with Romain Grosjean there, so no wonder we just sniped position.
Goodbye for
Then there was a maximum of 5 centimetres between the pair of us there then.
for lights out tomorrow.
So GG Grosjean, mate. Unfortunately, you've been robbed of a position there, but if it were the other way around, I'd be even more angry. So bad luck for you, tough luck, as Sebastian Vettel would say. But my teammate Magnussen, P18, not really pulling his weight still, I won't lie. But let's move on then. Italian Grand Prix, slipstream heaven. Hopefully, we can slipstream my way to the front. What will the Italian Grand Prix be able to offer me then, guys? We are on the grid, ready for the start of the race. It's 4 lights, it's 5 lights for the Italian Grand Prix. You know? And Charlie Whiting has not bothered to wait up for me to finish the intro. He's just decided, you know, mate, it's lights out, and away we go. But down towards someone, you know, I want to get to the inside of a few cars, perhaps. Down the inside of Sergio Perez, and around the outside of the Williams car. Come on, oh, Bottas, squeezy squeeze. Verstappen having to back out of Ricciardo there, but we're going to pounce on our opportunity because of yellow flags. And go right around his outside through Curva Grande there, down the inside of Ricciardo, and one of the Ferraris. Rosberg's binned it. I'm going to have to bump over that curb. No idea what's happened there, but we found ourselves up in P2. That was a series of me bottling it, so having to avoid other cars bottling it. Rosberg bottled McGee. But we found our way up to P2, so we're all ready in this race. We got Vettel in P3 there, and about a 19-car train behind. In quest for P4 there. But if I'll be massively shocked if we can close down on Lewis Hamilton here. But you know, if we do, then we do. Hamilton goes fastest, but I am actually closing the gap quite nicely at the moment. You know, I don't think we probably won't be able to get close enough. But, you know, if we can get within that DRS, this race could turn a whole lot more spicy, to be honest. but we'll have to wait and see. Ascari then, one final time. Down in towards the final couple of corners, guys. I think, well, it depends, unless we bottle it massively, it's going to be P2 in the Italian Grand Prix, guys. Very, very happy with that result. Once again, we managed to make up a lot of positions from our starting position, but Hamilton wins the race. But it's another podium, 2 in a row in this episode.
Really well done. That was a fantastic drive.
Championship. Here's how things look in the drivers' table. Well, the lead at the top has come down after a poor result for our points leader. Now then, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Not a spicer.
Palmer did a great job coming through the field today, so my vote goes to him.
Yes, Jolyon Palmer, driver of the day. They're in a British 1-2, actually, in that race. But having a look then at the drivers' standings, we are just 3 points behind Daniel Ricciardo now. So Sebastian Vettel moves up ahead of Max Verstappen there, as I think he's not scored points in that race either. So a bit of a shocking performance from him, but it's looking close between Hamilton and Rosberg. It's looking close between me and Ricciardo. It's looking close between Vettel and Max Verstappen. And yeah, this is all getting spicy. You know, as we move into the Singapore Grand Prix, I'd like to come out of this episode, you know, we're about 20 points behind Ricciardo coming in. If we can come out of this episode ahead of him, you know, that'll be a very, very good day at the office. Get the car turned in through the final couple of corners though, and out through the final kink towards the line. I say it's kink, it's really a 90-degree corner, but down towards the line. P7. Happy with that result. That qualifying lap, it was scrappy to say the least, but it's sort of hooked up alright in the end.
So qualifying is complete and we're
Ricciardo there, right up with the Mercedes cars. That good job from him.
Hamilton.
We got Verstappen in P4 as well, and then we got the Ferraris. So I was best of the rest there. And Ricciardo is within dive bomb range of turn ones. You know, we can hope, perhaps. We've literally got to score, like, say, 4th and 5th, or 3rd and 4th, and I'll be ahead of him. Well, 4th and 5th we'd be tied, but I've got to win, so you know what I mean. Ready then, on the grid. We can see the main, well, we can't actually, that's Verstappen that we can see. Right, scrap that, we can't see the man we need to attack at the start, but on the grid then, it's 5 lights for the Singapore Grand Prix. It's lights out, and away we go, and Vettel has not got off to a good start there. I'm going to move past him and Raikkonen, hopefully by turn 1. Oh, Raikkonen nearly went for a dive. I'm going to have to dive Verstappen into turn 2, up to P4 I go. And now, we have in our line of sight the man, the myth, the legend, Daniel Ricciardo, as I make sure you can't get your tyre over that curve, or you will get wedged and you will rip the wheel off. I've seen that many times before. I've done it a couple of times before. We'll roll with it. Come on, Ricciardo, just fight Rosberg. There we are, that's what I need, side by side. This is very ideal now. Rosberg just keep... Oh my god, he's actually kept the nose in, that is brilliant. This is perfect for me now. Oh, nudge that wall. Actually, get the car to turn in. Oh, there's been contact between the pair of them now. This is perfect for me. I've closed in like a second in half a lap alone. That's a slice. But we are now right within... We have been blessed this. Now right on Ricciardo and Rosberg once again there. You know, if they can go for a bit of a swabble, I don't care for trying to get... Well, I sort of want to get past Rosberg because he's a noob, but we'll have to wait and see. Of the Singapore Grand Prix there, a 2nd, a 3rd, and a 4th this episode. Not exactly in that order, but still, you know, we can somewhat be happy with that. The track starts flashing red because Hamilton's taken him another race win. A little bit disappointed there, you know, we were right on Ricciardo, right at the very end, but sometimes it just doesn't end up being your way.
A great win then for the Mercedes team today. So as I say that, we can see the
A little bit disappointed, you know, we don't see myself on the podium there
So then, it's
in the final race of the episode, but Hülkenberg got a penalty, that's because he's a bad driver.
Hamilton takes over.
Not really too sure how he's been able to do that,
After
but
an excellent
we'll roll with it.
And now
Let's have a look. Actually, how did he do that?
Davidson.
Collision with Hülkenberg. Hülkenberg collision with Massa.
Today.
What an abusive driver. Grosjean crashed into Kvyat, and Kvyat crashed into Grosjean, so he got penalised as well. But
season.
I don't know, did we... I would have thought Sergio Perez was able to get driver of the day there. But a little bit disappointing in the end there. You know, we did miss out on getting 3 podiums in the end. Verstappen once... Oh, I took Verstappen out, that's why. I just remembered that. But having a look then overall at the points, Hamilton now leads the way once more by 5 points over his teammate. Ricciardo and I are separated by 6 points, just behind. Vettel and Verstappen are still separated by 2. And we have now got a 40-point lead over the pair of them. So, you know, if we just can score consistent points to the end of the season, you know, this could be more of a battle between Ricciardo and I, or over, like, Sebastian and Verstappen trying to get back up with us. But the fight at the top is also looking very, very close. Obviously, we still hold on to P4 overall there. And if I'm not mistaken, we've actually closed in on Ferrari just a wee bit this episode, guys. But, you know, hopefully, you know, you have enjoyed this video. Do not forget to like, subscribe if you're new around here and you want to see more of my F1 2016 Jolyons Justice Career Mode, guys, as well. As you know, F1 2017 is right around the corner. But yeah, I will see you guys next time for a brand new video.
Yeah.